Hello and welcome to the 16th episode of the quiz show. First show in Delhi NCR. We have the three finalists. We'll do a quick intro, starting with Devjit. Quick intro.
So this is Devjit. I work for MasterCard. Staying in Gurgaon currently, in Delhi for this quiz, as do most people from Gurgaon do on weekends. And yeah, that's about it. I've quizzed in college and in school somewhat, but
Which college, which school?
so I was in IIT Roorkee. So I'm an engineer by degree, not by profession. But yeah, and I was in DAV as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
which DAV?
DAV Chandrasekharpur in Bhubaneswar.
Oh,
So
wow. Nice, nice. Give it up for Dayanand Naglo Vedic Schools.
yeah.
Okay, Kunal,
Yeah,
brief
hi.
intro.
My name is Kunal. I'm an entrepreneur. I ran my own startup. Now I'm starting my second one. I did my MBA from Carnegie Mellon in the US and from Venki undergrad.
Oh, nice.
And from school, I am from Springdale, Dholakwa.
Oh, wow.
So
Springdale Dolagwa, right next to Venki. You
quiz
were
there, Columban Open and stuff like that.
Oh,
Pretty good.
beautiful. And now Vinayak.
Yeah, hi, I'm Vinayak. I live in Delhi. I work in corporate. I'm a fellow North Campus pass out. Did both MBA and undergrad from there only. Yeah, that's it.
Which colleges?
Undergrad from Khalsa and MBA from Delhi School of Economics.
DSE. Big round of applause to all the three contestants. Let's begin the finale. First question to Devjit. Stewart and his team put out several issues of the whole Earth catalog. And then, when it had run its course, they put out a final issue. It was the mid 1970s, and I was your age. On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words dash 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 dash, which is the answer, okay? The answer is a four-word answer. It was their farewell message as they signed off. Dash 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 dash. And I've always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Okay? So, the answer is a phrase which, since then, has come to be associated with the person who gave this speech. All I want from you is this four-word phrase as an answer.
We can do it. Barack
We
Obama.
can do it. Barack Obama. No. Going to Kunal.
Just a clarification.
In the mic. Otherwise,
Yeah,
clarification.
so
नहीं
just
होगा.
a clarification. These are basically two phrases, right? Which are with a full stop in. There are
There's a
periods
comma
in
in
between.
between.
Comma
There's a
in
comma.
between.
Yeah.
Okay.
और full stop भी बोल सकते हो, but yeah, dash 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 dash. All the nines in the audience are going. साला, it's a giveaway भाई, क्या बोलता है? Whole catalog दे दिया, बताओ. पता नहीं क्या है.
I'll pass this, please.
You'll pass? Okay, going to Vinayak.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. Okay. We'll start again. Make it a 5-point question. Start with Devjit. Wait. बेचैन है लोग audience. No pressure, guys. Okay. It's a four-word phrase. First clue is first and third word are the same. So dash 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 dash. That's the first. Second is we usually associate this phrase with a famous person. Okay, but as is evident, it was not really his quote. It was a quote that he took from somewhere. Okay. It's a famous, let's see the last word. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. So that will give you a clue on the occasion he was giving the speech. Okay. Anything? Should I continue? Or
First and third word.
like our uncles would say, happy wife, happy life. ऐसा. So, tata. That's the meter. In a famous graduation ceremony speech. Should I continue? Okay, one more clue I'll give is coming from Kunal's intro actually. A lot of entrepreneurs really appreciate this quote. And going anywhere? Should we continue? Continue? More hints? Acha, you're ready? Okay. Okay, we'll start whenever Devjit is ready.
I'll just take a guess. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain, my. तो कैसे और मैं अलग है फॉर्मूला सेट नहीं हुआ कुणाल
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
yes it is stay hungry stay foolish okay this is of course Steve Jobs famous speech which people say it was his quote, but this is where he took it from. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Okay, 6 points there to Kunal. It is stay hungry, stay foolish, which means the next direct will be to Vinayak. Okay. If you look fast or pause the movie, you don't need to wait until the movie's second installment to learn the bride's name. Okay? The character goes by a series of code names in the first installment, and her real name is bleeped to keep us from knowing it, but it's printed clearly on her plane ticket to Tokyo. Okay, this is one of those questions that if you know, it's such a sitter. But if you don't know, you're like, kya bol raha hai? Okay, which movie are we talking about?
Can I answer?
Yes,
Is this Kill Bill?
it is Kill Bill. Yes, 10 points there to Vinayak. It is Kill Bill. Kill Bill Volume 1 to be specific, because, but that's okay. Kill Bill Volume 1. Kill Bill. Nice. Okay, now we come to Debajit. Debajit, these are just a bunch of incidents that have happened, and there is a certain connect in amongst all these incidents. I just want the connect. The incidents happened because of a common type of error. So essentially, your answer will be a type of error. First incident is from 1983. Uh, an Air Canada plane ran out of fuel mid flight. 1994, an American International Airways, now Kalita Air, which is a cargo airline, flight carried excessive cargo. In 1998, SOHO, a joint project by NASA and European Space Agency, lost all communications with Earth. 1999, a Korean Air MD-11 crashed shortly after taking off from Shanghai. Again in 1999, the Institute for Safe Medication Practices reported a patient being accidentally overdosed on a sedative. 1999, NASA lost a Mars orbiter. 2003, Tokyo Disneyland Space Mountain roller coaster derailed due to a fractured axle. What do you think is happening in all these cases? It's the same thing that's happening.
So, is this the confusion related to the metric system and the US foot pound system?
I'll give it to you. Yeah, yeah. It's basically something to do with lack of unit conversion. Well done. 10 point there to Debajit. It's accidents due to error or lack of unit conversion. Great crack. 10 points to Debajit as well. Now we come to Kunal. Kunal, the sycamore gap tree or the XY tree was a popular tree in England which was felled in September 2023 after almost 300 years. It was one of the most photographed trees in the country and won the 2016 England Tree of the Year award. It derived its alternative name from featuring in a prominent scene in the 1991 film XY dash 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 dash. XY is based on a folk tale from the 12th century and is the second highest grossing film of 1991. The tree has also appeared in a Brian Adams music video. Just tell me what is the nickname of this tree.
I'll pass this.
Okay, Kunal has passed. We are going to Vinayak.
So I have no idea. I'm just taking a guess. Is this Isaac Newton tree?
Not Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was not a folk tale from 12th century. He was a real person. Okay, going to Devjit.
So just need the film. Braveheart?
Not Braveheart. Braveheart also, according to English, might be a folk tale,
Yeah.
but for Scottish, this is right. Okay, cool. We'll start again with Kunal. Okay, so the hint is, I would say, okay, I'll give a very weird hint. Tell me if that helps. Okay, Dabang might be a hint. What do you guys think? Some something is happening. Like, can you connect Dabang to an 12th century English tale? I'll wait for 10 seconds.
I mean, Salman Khan was unmarried back then also.
Really? You never know. No, no.
Is
Yeah,
this
there
a
is-
Katrina
yeah.
Connect cause of
Okay.
English?
So we'll start with this weird Dabang hint. Try and connect. Unless Brian Adams had a song in Sajan.
Oh. Maybe I have it.
No, we'll wait for Kunal first.
It cannot be Chulbul Pandey, obviously. That would be a weird name for a
Very
English
weird.
tree. Yeah, I have no idea. Sorry.
Okay, passing to Vinayak.
Is this Robin Hood tree?
It is Robin Hood tree. Yes, it is Robin Hood. The famous Robin Hood is a tale from the 12th century. Robin Hood was the movie from 1991. Yeah, and this Brian Adams song from the same film came from here. Okay. Vinayak, you want to tell Kunal how you got Robin Hood from Salman?
So,
Yeah.
Robin
Yeah.
Hood, yes.
And you were there.
Ah,
And like, "Arey, you reached Chulbul, but.
Tell the nickname.
Okay. So 6 points to Vinayak, right? We'll now come to Devjit. Devjit, this is a brand question. Okay. The brand name, X's name is borrowed from the Zoroastrian religion, the Zoroastrian god Ahura X, to be more precise. According to the company's website, key members of Toyo Kogyo interpreted X as a symbol of the beginning of the East and West civilization, but also a symbol of the automotive civilization and culture. Which Japanese brand are we talking about? So your answer will be a Japanese brand.
Mazda.
Mazda, yes. 10 points there to Devjit. It is Mazda. Swaraj Mazda. Okay, coming to Kunal now. Kunal, your direct. Google's co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, while pursuing PhD in Stanford University in 1996 and working on Google, used X to house their first storage device. At the time, 4 GB hard disks were the largest available, and they needed a lot of these. Not only were the X handy for constructing expandable, low cost cabinets for their hard drives, but also pretty decent at resisting heat. Tell me, what are we talking about? Do you guys have any this thing, or should I add some hint?
Can I
Some
block?
guesses are there,
Yeah.
no? Okay.
This can't be like, I don't know. I'm just taking a guess.
Hmm.
This can't be like PVC or something like that, right? Some kind of
No, not PVCs. Going to Vinayak.
Lego.
Lego, yes.
Also known as worst nightmare while walking barefoot.
Wow, 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 wow. Vinayak gets 11 for this. They use Lego actually, and this now they've preserved that thing. You can see the founders, and this is almost an artifact now. So they use Lego, and now everything fits. Handy for constructing expandable, low-cost cabinets for their hard drives, and pretty decent at resisting heat. Okay, Vinayak gets 11. We come back to Devji. Okay, cool. We'll now come to Devjit. Devjit, flat earthers refer to several different map projections to support their belief in a flat earth. One of which is often represented as a circular map with the North Pole at the center and Antarctica as an ice wall around the rim. Flat earthers claim this map accurately represents the earth as a flat disc shaped object. Now they cite the example of X, saying even X used this map. However, in actuality, X's logo or emblem contains a map of the world representing an azimuthal equidistant projection centered on the North Pole. Apparently, this projection was chosen to prevent any single country from being prominently featured on the emblem. What is X?
United Nations logo.
Yes, wow, great. 10 point there to Debajit. It is United Nations. Beautiful. Very high standards of quizzing right here in Delhi. United Nations, this is the map they were talking about. Okay. Flat Earthers done. Next direct will be to Kunal. X is based on a collection of T.S. Eliot's poems that were originally going to include Wise too. Now, Old Possum's Book of Practical X, published in 1939, is a collection of themed poems written by T.S. Eliot. A whimsical, light-hearted effort, the volume has been delighting X-lovers for generations. And it could have become just as big of a hit with Y lovers too. At first, Eliot envisioned the book as an assemblage of fluffy and Fido-inspired poems. However, he came to believe that Ys don't seem to lend themselves to verse quite so well collectively as X's. Okay, what musical do you think we are talking about, which is also a 2019 movie?
pass.
Passing to Vinayak.
Is this cats?
It is cats. Yes, it is cats. Sometimes the answer. Cats versus dogs. That was the clue. Ki Y is also related to cat lover, dog lover, and we are talking about Cats, which is obviously a famous musical. A movie also came out in 2019, and cat lovers, dog lovers, and he just said dogs का ज़्यादा rhyming word and ज़्यादा मिलता नहीं है, इसलिए I've preferred cats. Okay, this is cats. Okay, another 11 for Vinayak, and we come back to Devajit. Devajit, the first published account of X's comes from Antonio Pigafetta, who was aboard Ferdinand Magellan's famous first circumnavigation of the globe in 1520. They spotted the birds near what was probably Punta Tombo in Argentina, and he called them strange geese. What do you think we are talking about?
Uh, Penguins.
Penguins, yes. Debajit, fast and sharp and accurate as ever. Debajit is correct. He first saw some strange geese near Argentina, which came to be known as penguins. Nice. That brings us to halftime. Okay. We'll now see the score. This is the end of the first half. This is halftime. Quick score check. Debajit on the back of 10 for lack of that unit conversion question, then 10 for Mazda, 10 for United Nation, and 10 for Penguins. Debajit right now is on 40 points. Kunal has six for stay hungry, stay foolish, but whole second half is left. We'll see. And then there is Vinayak. Uh, okay, Vinayak has 10 for Kill Bill Volume 1, 6 for Robin Hood, and then 11 for Lego and 11 for Cats. Vinayak is on 38 points. Okay. So right now this is a very, very close quiz between Debajit and Vinayak, but entire second half is left, so Kunal can play Kingmaker and maybe even the winner. We'll see. But right now Debajit is leading with 40, Vinayak is right behind with 38, and Kunal at 6. But now we'll reverse the order. The order now will be Vinayak, Kunal, Debajit. We'll start with Vinayak. Your direct first question of the second half. The machine that makes X was developed by a fantasy author. After serving as a combat engineer in the Korean War, Gene Wolfe studied engineering at the University of Houston and eventually landed a job at Procter & Gamble, where he helped develop the machine that was used to make X. Often credited as the inventor, Wolfe cleared things up in an interview. He said, I developed it, I did not invent it. That was done by a German gentleman whose name I have forgotten for years. I developed the machine that cooks them. Wolfe would go on to write science fiction novels. What are we talking about?
I'm passing.
Okay, Vinayak is passing. We go to Kunal.
Is this donuts?
Not donuts. Going to Devjit.
I'm thinking Kinder Joy.
Not Kinder Joy. Okay, cool. We'll start again with Vinayak. So PNG is a big hint because PNG is behind this product. And I'm just taking a cue from Kunal. So don't think of a generic, like the answer will be a brand name. Okay. A brand name that has an iconic shape. Okay. Something that you'll find in your house, maybe in hotel rooms, maybe. Okay. With an iconic shape. That's another clue. Uh, I'll continue, or somebody wants to stop. Okay, I'll continue. Hint, more hint. Okay, it's something that you eat. It's an edible. So edible with an iconic shape. Uh, Anybody wants to block?
Lock
Stop
it.
me.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. We'll start whenever Vinayak is ready.
Is this Toblerone?
Not Toblerone. Toblerone is not PNG. Going to Kunal.
I had the same one actually.
Oh, shit. Don't tell me Devjit to be Toblerone सोच के बैठा था. No, no. You
Not
have a
not.
different
I
clue.
have a different guess, but not
Okay,
sure.
okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, pass.
Passing. Kunal passes. Go to Devjit.
Pringles.
Yes. Yes. The iconic shape of Pringles. Thank you. I just almost thought we'll have an
I
unanswered
thought it
question.
sounds very American,
Yeah.
so the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
German and everything.
Okay, that threw you off. Yeah, yeah. But we're talking about Pringles with this iconic, they have an hyper blah blah blah, blah shape. And Pringles, yeah, now everything fits. Now we come back to Vinayak for the next direct. Vinayak, this is a plant that we are talking about. The answer will be a plant. During Hernando Cortes's conquest of the Aztec Empire, his men discovered the X plant and dubbed it Dash, which literally means little pod or little sheath, from the Latin vagina, which means sheath. Okay, the conquistadors drew the name from the shape of the plant's bodies, which needs to be split open in order to extract the beans they enclose. Still a bit of a stretch as they more closely resemble tough, dark string beans. Which plant do you think we are talking about?
Is this cocoa plant for cacao beans?
Not the cocoa or cacao beans. Going to Kunal.
Is this coffee bean?
Not the coffee plant. Going to Debajit.
I've run out of beans to guess, but uh, lima beans.
Not the lima beans. Okay. We'll start again with Vinayak. Okay. So you guys are on the right track because it is a flavor. It's a very famous flavor in a lot of things, but you might not think of this word as the first word when you think of plant, but it comes from plant, comes from beans, and it is a famous flavor. And that's okay. I can stop.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Whenever Vinayak is ready.
Is this vanilla?
It is vanilla. Yes. 5 points there to Vinayak. Vanilla. Vanilla comes from Spanish vina, which comes from Latin vagina. So that's the etymology. It is vanilla. 5 points there to Vinayak. And we come to Kunal for the next direct. Kunal, it was founded in 1971 in the aftermath of the Biafran famine of the Nigerian Civil War by a small group of French dashes and journalists who sought to expand accessibility to medical care across national boundaries. The organization emphasizes independence and impartiality and explicitly precludes political, economic, or religious factors in its decision making. Which world famous organization is this?
Is this Doctors Without Borders?
Yes, fantastic. First 10 points to Kunal. For the day, it is Doctors Without Borders, also known as Médecins Sans Frontières. Okay, 10 points there to Kunal, which means now we come to Devjit. Apparently derived from an old music hall song called Dash, Certainly Not. X was a British military slang word for German anti aircraft fire. Its use is credited to an RAF pilot, Vice Marshal Amyas Barton, who apparently had a habit of singing the song's defiant chorus, Dash, certainly not. Get back to work at once, sir, like a shot, as he flew his airplane between the exploding German shells on the Western Front. Now, this slang term is from the First World War, but has also been in news in India because of something that happened in December 2023. If three of you are completely clueless, I'll add a hint right now. Should I add? So this slang term is, we know it as a proper noun. We know it as a name. Your answer will be a name. Okay, we'll do one round with that. So the name was essentially a slang term, and which is in news right now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And this is a direct for Debajit.
Uh, Bangalore
Not Bangalore, but why is Bangalore in news? Just curious.
Rockets.
Acha Bangalore. Acha wo that funda. Oh, no, no, no. Going to Vinayak.
Animal.
Okay, going to Kunal.
Is it Archie?
See, I wanted to say, great guess, Vinayak. You picked the wrong movie. Beautiful crack by Kunal. It is Archie. Okay, it is Archie. So they used to shout Archibald, certainly not Archibald. From there, Archie came, and now Archie is in news now. Okay, 12 to Kunal, which means we are back to Devajit for the next direct. Uh, just funda, okay? XYZ hai bahut kuch, but once you know even one of them, you'll know everything. The framing might be a little complicated, but you will understand by the time we reach the end of the question. XY got its name from a tricky bit of geography. Z didn't have a formal police force until 1829, when Home Secretary Sir Robert Peel arranged for a squad to replace the fractured system of watchmen, street patrols, and the river police. Colonel Charles Rowan and Richard Mayne were tasked with organizing the force. Now, Mayne's house at 4 Whitehall Place opened to an adjacent Court Y. Court Y is one word, okay? That had once been a medieval palace that hosted ex royalty while they were in Z. This great XY, which was also reportedly the name of the street behind the building, became synonymous with Rowan and Maine's efforts to create a new era in law enforcement. What are we talking about? Or just tell me what is X, Y, and Z.
So Scotland Yard, London.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. 10 points there to Debajit. Like I said, the framing is little complicated, but you know it's intentionally complicated because otherwise it's very obvious. We are talking about the whole funda of why London police is known as Scotland Yard, and this was the whole funda. Okay, this becomes courtyard and then Scottish royalty and all that. Okay, Scotland Yard, London, which means the next direct will be to Vinayak. Vinayak, this is a certain city with a visual clue. Okay, it was originally called New York Okay, why exactly is unclear, though several members of the Denny Party, which was a ragtag group that first settled Alki Point in 1851 in what's today known as West X, hailed from New York State. After the party moved across Elliott Bay, they renamed the territory X after a Duwamish Indian chief who befriended them. Which city are we talking about?
Is this Boston?
Not Boston. Going to Kunal.
Is this Seattle?
It is Seattle. Yes, it is Seattle. That, of course, is the famous Space Needle from. So, if you know the image, you don't even know the. I mean, you don't even need all the hints. But one hint, of course, was the New Yorkers went there. So, it's mostly not East Coast. Mostly because they went to Central and West and named those cities something, something. But yeah, Kunal gets 11 for this. And we come to Debajit. And this, of course, Seattle. Devjit, you're direct. No clipping is a concept in video games where if you no clip in a game that is moved through objects or walls, you'll end up in X. The concept of X originated on the internet as part of a creepypasta, which is a form of online horror fiction. They are described as a series of yellow, windowless, and eerily empty spaces that exist in an alternate reality and have inspired fan fiction, artwork, and even video games. They are a well known example of the internet's liminal spaces aesthetic, which portrays bustling areas as eerily empty. It was originally described as a maze of vacant office rooms that one could only access by no clipping out of reality. Just tell me what is the term we are talking about. So,
White space.
not white space, going to Vinayak,
Is this Matrix?
not matrix, going to Kunal.
Is this infinities? Something to do
No,
with
not
infinity?
infinities.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start again with Debajit. Okay. Um of course, this is an internet phenomena, video games phenomena, but it's not a word that you will know only in internet and all. You might use it otherwise also. Um, it's almost like something where you might be if you are waiting for something, or if you have been uh, sent to some place like if you know, you know what I mean, right? It's
Yeah.
very like, what do I say for this?
Think.
But yeah, Kunal, do you know? Are you sure?
Think.
I'll
Yeah.
pause. Okay. Sorry, it was Devjit's direct. Okay.
Is this limbo?
No, not limbo.
Yeah.
Hey, kya? Bas kya?
Seemed
Not
like
limbo
that.
going to Vinayak.
I know it. Well, that word is not coming. Just
No, it's very simple
I know.
word
I
only.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Not like some
अच्छा ऐसा क्या?
panda type.
Pass, pass.
Okay, passing to Kunal.
Can't be waiting room, obviously.
You're almost there. I'll give you a chance to
Yeah,
improve on waiting room.
yeah, that's the best I can do actually.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately,
Can we
waiting
like
room. Yeah.
more
No, so,
guesses? Like just for
huh,
fun?
just for fun.
Lobby?
Uh, good try. Back rooms. Yes,
Ah.
somebody got it. Yes. Okay, we have an unanswered question in Delhi quiz. Back room. It is the concept of back rooms. Okay, these are back rooms. Okay, people. Okay. Okay, so this last question went unanswered. It was Devjit's direct, so it will still be Devjit's direct. Devjit, the person you see on your screen is Amembal Subbarao Pai, was a leading lawyer of Mangalore, India. The disastrous crash of the Arbuthnot Company at the beginning of the 20th century prompted him to start in 1906 the ex-Hindu Permanent Fund Limited with a view to enable the community to mobilize its own resources for self-help. What did he start that now has more than 9,000 branches, including offices currently in London, Dubai, and New York? So basically, this guy was the founder of what?
Like Muthoot Gold Financing?
Not Mathut Gold Financing. Going to Vinayak.
Is this Western Union?
Not Western Union. Going to Kunal.
Is it some kind of a cooperative? Uh, like, mm, yeah, some cooperative.
No, no. Okay. We'll start again with Devajit. This is a hint I was trying to give just to reduce your like the consideration set. This is a bank. Don't overthink. This is a bank and bank from India. Okay, nationalized now, but this is a bank that he started. The answer will be a bank, As you know, the part of Mangalore, India, have given us many banks. There might be some banks in your consideration set. Started as ex-Hindu Permanent Fund, but now it's a bank that all of us have heard of. So just take a guess in terms of bank. If you guys need more hints, I can add, or you'll just guess any bank, or you have. भाई इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि अब अपने पास एक ही राउंड है. You okay with a? Do you have a guess?
मतलब I'll guess.
अच्छा
I
ठीक है.
have one.
Okay, we'll wait. ठीक है.
Uh, Axis.
Not Axis Bank. Going to Vinayak.
Is this Canara Bank?
It is Canara Bank. Yes, it is Canara Bank. Canara Bank. It is. He started something called Canara Hindu Permanent Fund Limited, that later became. Okay, it is Canara Bank. Vinayak has kept this quiz alive. This, if Devjit got this one, maybe the quiz might have been over statistically, but Vinayak has kept it in case you guys are tracking score. And then, yeah. Ah, okay. 49 and 57 so far, I think. And Kunal has had a fantastic second half. Kunal is now on 39. So close shit with the last question of the quiz, and this is Kunal's direct. Okay. Kunal, this is a two-word term that we are looking at. The X was an imperial style mass assembly organized by the British in Delhi to mark the succession of an emperor or empress of India. It was held three times in 1877, 1903, and 1911 at the height of the British Empire. The 1911 X was the only one that a sovereign, George V, attended. The term was derived from the common Persian term, which means something. Okay, what two-word term are we talking about? Vinayak, don't give that look, Vinayak. Okay. ओके सियाटल उसके लिए उतना इजी था जो तेरे पे आया था. लाइक स्पेस नीडल डाल दिया और सियाटल
I am
पूछ रही.
giving this look क्योंकि वो मेरे पास नहीं आएगा.
तेरे पास
अगर
बहुत
नहीं
बहुत
आएगा.
इंतजार है तेरे पास. फुल अभी तो राजीव चौक, पटेल चौक, सेंट्रल सेक्रेटेरिएट, एम्स, तब आएगा गुरु द्रोणाचार्य. हौस खास भी आएगा फिर बीच में. या
Pass.
ओके, कुणाल passes. We go to Devjit.
Delhi Darbar.
Yes, that is the winning answer, I think. It is Delhi Darbar. Okay, 11 points there to Devjit. It is Delhi Darbar. Oh man, what a great quiz. With that, we come to the end of the quiz. This quiz went right down to the wire, actually. The scores might or might not suggest it, but the it came really close. Like if Backrooms was answered by one of you, you never know. If
I mean, Archie's मतलब right there.
yeah, Canada. No, towards the end was very close, and to an extent that if Kunal and Devajit had both passed Delhi Darbar and Vinayak got it, Vinayak might have won this quiz. So it was so even till the last question we didn't know the answer. Sorry, we didn't know the winner. But let's take a look at the score. Vinayak had 38 in the second half. He got 5 for Vanilla and 6 for Canara Bank. Vinayak ends on 49. Kunal had 6, but as his second half was incredible, he was the winner of the second half actually. Kunal had 10 on Doctors Without Borders, 10 for Archie's, sorry, 12 for Archie's, and 11 for Seattle. Kunal eventually ends on 39. Now we come to Devajit. Devajit was leading with just 2 points in the first half. He was on 40, but in second half he got 7 for Pringles, 10 for 10 for Scotland Yard, London Funda, and 11 for Delhi Darbar. Devajit becomes the winner of Quiz Show episode 16 with 68 points. 68. That brings us to the end. Wait. Okay, there's a ritual on the quiz show where I give away a very book that means a lot to me. And for Delhi, all the three episodes, I've got three books that I bought in Delhi, are about Delhi, and I used to read them in chartered buses that run from, I don't know if they run now. No, chartered buses from.
So जो orange वाली बस है ना, that is for private वाली है.
हाँ
वो
हाँ हाँ
शायद DTC की मगर शायद private run करते हैं.
हाँ वही तो I used white colored buses I used to take from Noida to Central, like when I used to work near North Block, South Block, and all that. So I used to read a lot then because it was just before smartphones came to our life and ruined the reading. So the book that is being given to Devjit is Khushwant Singh's Delhi, a novel. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. It talks about history of Delhi, but in his own quirky way. So this is for you, Debjit. Please come and take and pose to some camera, any camera. Thank you so much. It was too much fun. We'll see Debjit in the the next episode. And shout out to both these two wonderful Vinayak and Kunal. You are very close. I hope to see you all soon. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.